Alright guys, yeah, what's popped into my head for today's video? I really wasn't planning on doing a video, but I haven't done it in a while, and I'm out here in the lake, and I want to talk about accessories. Everybody accessorizes their bike. I mean, that's what we do when we get a bike. We want to make it our own. How many accessories do you have? What's your favorite? Well, my main topic here is what my favorite one is, and you guys ain't going to believe me. But I have 16 accessories on my bike. One of them is a big tail bag that I don't use. It's it's a Nelson Rig 40-liter bag, and I don't, because as you guys can see, I never really use my bags. I haven't used those hard cases for probably 2 years. I just don't like the look. I'm more into that sport look. I guess I should have picked up a S1000XR instead of this, but this is what I test drove and I loved it, so I bought this. That's another story. That's another topic. But yeah, what is my favorite accessory? So I'm going to point out the accessories I have. So here we go. Watch my finger. This is a beak. I don't know why I bought it. I was bored. I wanted to do something to the bike. I like the way it looks. I bought it. It's a BMW piece, $85. It's not cheap. You can get a Chinese knockoff, but I wanted a factory piece. This is really important because you can't just replace the lens. You have to buy the whole light unit, so that's a must. But it's not my favorite. That's not my favorite. Oops, sorry guys. That's not my favorite. Denali lights. Whew. There's 650 plus, and let me just shoot in the back real quick, and you get your flashing brake light right here. And yeah, so those were 650 plus dollars. Work excellent, super top quality, real nice stuff. Comes with the brackets. Some guys like to tuck them in farther, the brackets, and they modify them, but I think you can block the radiator. But whatever, I don't know if I would have put them on. I just feel like, a second, I don't know, hindsight, I don't know if I would have got them. I don't really use them during the day, only at night, and I don't do a lot of night riding, but I put them on. I was getting to that adventure type guy. I think I wanted to be that, but then it turned out I don't want to be that adventure guy. So yeah, so that's another one, but it's not my favorite. And then let's see, I keep forgetting to show you guys this. Let's see, can you see it? There's the horn. That's a Denali horn. It's not the sound bomb, it's their mini sound bomb or whatever, but it sounds just like a car. And it's better than that beep beep Roadrunner sound, so I like that. And then let's shoot. Let's see. That's not my favorite. Okay, and then we have our guard, our mud flap or guard. I don't really like the way it looks, but man, it does a great job of protecting the cover over here. And that's the clutch cover and alternator and all that other stuff that's buried underneath there. So yeah, that's not my favorite either. Okay, now we get to the crash bars. I guess it's a must-have, but if I had to do it again, and when I get my next BMW, probably not going to put them on. I'm probably going to get just some covers for the valve covers, just some protectors. I guess they come halfway up. I'd probably get something like that, and because they're kind of bulky looking. I rest my feet on them when I'm riding. I rest my legs on them, which is kind of cool. And I did drop the bike doing something stupid like 5 miles an hour. I was trying to make U-turn standing up, and well, I guess I'm not good at U-turn standing up, and I dropped the bike, but not a big deal. Let me just shoot over here. It's not a big deal. No got hurt, and I did protect it, so I guess they are a very useful accessory, but it's not my favorite. So let's go. Move on to the front here. Okay, now this is my camera setup. I think I've showed you guys this before. This is where I set my camera up, and this is where my phone is, and I like this setup, but I consider this all one accessory, and no, it's not my favorite. So let's move on. Let's move on to the exhaust. Put it back on. I took off the big ugly factory exhaust, which I don't like at all. That's one thing I didn't like about the bike, because I never liked it even from day one, was the exhaust. And I put this kind of MotoGP. I was going to get the Apakrovich. You guys know, I can't pronounce that name, but any of those top dollar ones that could be anywhere from $800 to $1,200 to $1,500, and I wasn't going to spend that kind of money if I didn't like the sound, because I didn't really buy it for sound, but it does sound better. I bought it for the look. It was just too big, and I like that MotoGP kind of exhaust. And this was an Italian company called MIVV, and $320 shipped. I couldn't go wrong. And if I didn't like it, I'm only out $300. But I do like it, and I put it back on because I had a bracket issue. It was my fault, nothing to do with the company. But it's back on, and it's cool. Yeah. And yeah, that's not my favorite. That's not my favorite. So I'm still going, guys. You got to stick with me. So here, we got this little tiny bag in the back. I love this little thing. I bought this right away because it fits into that little gap. See that? And I love that little bag, and it was inexpensive, and put my registration and stuff in it. It's pretty cool, but it's not my favorite. This is pretty close to being my favorite. I love this bag. It's small, but I don't like the bags. I don't like that look. that hard case look, soft case look. I just don't look like that bags on this type of bike. I just don't like it. So I mean, that's for me. I mean, my Scrambler had a nice one bag on one side. Some people don't like that, but I liked it. It was just one bag on one side, and it was just like a canvas type of bag. So it just, I don't like the hard bag look. It's just not my cup of tea. But this, user friendly, can fit a lot of stuff in there. I use it all the time. Yeah, I don't like things on the tail. I know people love them and they use them. I cannot stand the way the top box looks on bikes. I don't like it. I'm sorry, guys. I know they're useful. I know they're functional, but I don't like it. I just don't like it, and I'm not going to put it on, and you can't make me. Yeah, so let's move on. Oh, okay, foot pegs. Foot pegs. I love these foot pegs because, and that was not my favorite, okay? And foot pegs. These are by SW Motec. Excellent, good price. I like them because they're wider. If you want to take off-road, you can take the rubber out. If you want to go off-road. Also, SW Motec, this shifter. I love this shifter. I love the quality of the look. I know you don't see it a lot, but I love the adjustability. It's expensive, $180, but it was definitely worth it. That was one of my first accessories I put on this bike. I think that was my first. So, yep. So let's say, now I'm going to give you my top 3, but I'm going to give you my favorite right now, guys. And you are not going to believe it. And I'm not lying, guys, but it's my favorite accessory, and it only cost me $20, and I use it more than any other accessory on here. And here it is, folks. My grip puppies. My grip puppies are my favoriteest. My favoriteest? That's not a word. My favorite accessory. I mean, it's just, I replace them maybe every year or 8 months. They're soft. I like a thicker grip. It doesn't take away from the heated grip. You still get nice and hot. Super easy to put on, take off. I just love these things. I mean, my hands are, well, one hand is always on it. You guys see the way I talk and ride. But I just love these grips. I just absolutely, this is my number one. For $20, you cannot go wrong. My number one favorite. I mean, this may not be a big deal to a lot of you guys, but like I said, I like a thicker grip. It's spongy. It feels luxurious to me. It's like having an Alcantara type of steering wheel in your car. You know, when your car has that nice leather steering wheel or an Alcantara that's suede. I just love it. I just love the feel. It's a tactile feel that I really like, and it's just a pleasure. I put them on every single bike that I have. The only one I didn't do it was the Speedmaster, but the Speedmaster was had thick grips to begin with, so I just didn't do it. But my Scrambler, my pit bike I use, my Kawasaki, my Supermoto, I just love these grips. And so that's number one. And then number 2, well, number 2 is a little more expensive because it was my first accessory, but it's the shifter, because I can put it where I wanted to put it. And because my foot, I just like a lot of distance between the shifter and my heel, and I just love that. So that's number 2, and that was expensive. But number 3, another $20 item. I love this thing. You notice if I put my hand here, let me just go back here. You put my hand here, I got to put my foot in to hit the factory one, or you can just kind of, I like it because I like to have my foot out when I'm cruising, and I can just tap the end. And as you can see, it's the anodized, the black anodized is coming off, but I don't care. This is a cheap Chinese piece of crap that I absolutely love. So the top 3, 2 of them are less than $40 accessory that makes this bike just, I just love it. I just love it. And then we come with the 4th one, which I'm not, it obviously is the pegs because they're wider and everything. But those top 3 I just love it. I just love these grips and foam grips. Who would think just foam grips? So yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you my accessories. I think I have 16 in total. I have a Nelson Rig 40-liter bag that I use when I'm on a long trip. I haven't done a long trip in a while, and the bag comes about to here, so it's a nice backrest. It's just about as wide as these bars here, but it holds a lot of stuff. My laptop, clothes, everything. It's waterproof, and I just rather have that look than the top box that just comes out to, up and then out here. I don't like it, guys. And I was going to I think I took the mud flap off in the back, the mud guard, but I left it on because it does keep a lot of the crap all off the back of the bike. So I put it back on. So it is useful, but not attractive. But yeah, so that's it for my accessories. So that's my favorite accessory. What's your favorite accessory? And how many do you have? I have 16 accessories on my bike. And then I'm going to jump on the bike. We'll talk more about the accessories. Just a short clip. This is like a 10-minute video of me walking around and like I said, I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about, if I was going to talk about anything. And I just said, accessories. Everybody loves accessories. Tell me you guys accessories, and tell me what you like the best. And what is the most, it doesn't have to be the most expensive. It just has to be what you think is the best accessory. The one, I use the grips the most. That's why I think it's the best. And it just gives me that good feel. And, but yeah, so I'm just jump on the bike, and we'll talk more about accessories. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to take a cruise, talking more about accessories. Head back for some lunch. And you guys can tell me what your favorite accessory is. You guys know mine. It's these cheapo grip puppies, and I love them. It's just a great idea. I don't know who came up with them, but what a great idea. So... And what I'd like to know is, like, what's your favorite? And, it doesn't matter if it was the most expensive or the cheapest. I just like to know what your favorite accessory is. And, the sun's starting to come out. That's nice. So, yeah. And in every bike I got that I've ever owned, I've always got accessories. I mean, when I buy the bike, I know I'm going to put a couple $1,000s into it, because I just want to, I just want accessories. I just want to, personalize it, make it mine, which I guess everybody does. I like to keep pretty much the stock look. I don't like to go too crazy, because I do like the factory look of anything, whether it's cars or anything. But there's like little things I like to do, and I'd be curious to see what little things you guys like to do to make it your own. Do you think I'm kind of nuts just to think that some foam grips is the best accessory? I don't know. I mean, I just think about it, like I said, I was riding down to the lake. I wasn't really thinking. I had the camera with me. I said, I don't know. I don't really know what to talk about, whatever. And then that's why I didn't turn the camera on. And then this thing pops into my head. Accessories. Everybody's got accessories. So... and I always like to look at how guys personalize their bike. Like with my Speedmaster, I put that windscreen on. Some guys hated it, some guys liked it, but I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, it only matters if you like it, So, I guess it's obvious. I'm sure I'll get comments like that. Who cares what anybody else thinks, And yeah, it's one of these days I'm going to scrape. Nope, I'm not going to scrape the pegs. That's my turn that I keep pushing, but I don't push it all the way. So, anyway, there's tons of aftermarket for the GS. Tons. And, and how you know there's tons is because there's Chinese knockoffs. When there's Chinese knockoffs, that means there's the market, And, yeah. And as I'm trying to get my thoughts together, but yeah, I don't know. I just love these grip puppies. I love all the little things, but in hindsight, I would do this bike completely different because, and like I said, and then like I said in the walk around, I probably should have went with the S1000 XR. I did sit on one at the at a at a motorcycle show. I thought it was kind of a cool bike, but the seat was kind of funky, and I wasn't sure I'd get along with it in the long run. But some people say you get used to it. But I did like the power because I knew that thing made a lot of power because it's the same motor as the S1000R, the single R. And so, in hindsight, maybe that's the bike I should have got because I'm more of I like the upright position and everything, but I like the sportiness too. And so, but I don't know. In hindsight, if I had the GS again, if I started knowing not which way I was going to go, because I didn't know if I was going to do off-road stuff or whatever. Obviously, I'm going to do 95% on-road. So I probably wouldn't have put the bars on the side, the crash bars. I probably wouldn't have put the Denali's on. Save myself $1,000 right there. I would have just went more for the sportiness of the bike, and yeah, and that's probably how I would have went. But like I said, I didn't know which way to go, so it's on it. I'm still waiting for the to see what the 24 BMW is going to be like, the GS. If they don't give it any more power, I don't know what I'm going to do. I may have to. If they don't give it any more power, I don't know. I like the Ducati, but I'm really sold on the BMW quality. And yeah, I know some people don't believe that, but and the dependability, I'm sold. I can see myself buying another BMW product without hesitation, because I've had no issues. When I have issues, I'll worry about it then. Anyway, so guys, let me know what you like as far as accessories. If it's just funny that let me know if I'm being like ridiculous because of just because of a $20 foam grips, and I don't know. I mean, sometimes the simplest and little things make you the happiest, you know? Like this brake pedal. I love the brake pedal because I don't have to stick my foot way in. I could just, because my foot kind of like, you know, like a duck, I kind of stick out a little bit, which I know is not the best for sport riding. You should have your feet tucked in, but that's why I'm comfortable. And I just whoop, tap the brake. It's just so easy. All right, so that's my video for today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I don't know what the next one is going to be. I do know that that the dude I met with the RS, the 900, the Kawasaki, they're going riding on Sunday, and they invited me along, and so I'm going there. We're heading to Virginia, which it's probably about 80 miles from where we're going, so maybe 160 to 200 miles for the day. I have no idea where we're going, but I'll throw the camera on. Hopefully something interesting happens, and so that'll be my next video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I think I already said that, and I'm out of here, and just throw some comments. I love to read the comments. Later, guys.